What's up, everyone? How you guys and gals doing? Welcome to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. Later on, we have China Doll coming up, baby. It's gonna be a good one. Everybody's a victim. Man, am I gonna freaking burn some ass butt hairs on that one when we get going. Anyway, I wanted to discuss this post that was made by Professor Blade over at 4 for the Road. And it is something that really resonated after the past week events. And that's because I've seen a lot of coverage on this incident down in Texas. And you had in these comment sections, all these people actually repeating this. And everybody's a one percenter until it's time to do a one percenter shit. And then I seen the post and I was like, damn, man, Professor Blade really explained this to the T. Because I do find it funny that the ones that usually comment on this stuff are the ones that aren't even around as club members or even independents who don't have a bike. It's funny that people always equate a one percenter to a criminal, and you have to say, hey, the media's done its job by banging that into everybody's head. Just like the cops, same thing. But what you don't see in the media is the harping on the cops like they do bikers when some bad stuff goes down. But that phrase always did bug me as well. It's used by people just to look cool when they have nothing at all to do with anything. Let's take a look at this post, 4 for the Road. By the way, if you guys and gals want to learn protocol stuff or learn a little bit about the club scene, go check them out. It goes on to say, and this post was 2 days ago, I hate this cliche, and I think a lot of people do, because it makes people look ignorant when they say it. Everybody is a one percenter until it's time to do one percenter shit. What does that even mean? You hear people say it all the time nowadays. In parentheses, usually non-one percenters are newly patched ones, but no one can explain it. Damn, what a point right there. Nobody can explain it. It's kind of like when you're having a debate and the other side, keeps on this point, but when you simply ask for proof, they can't give you any and they get mad at you. Damn straight right there. Can't give you anything to what this means. So, being an MC is being a man first, specifically a stand-up loyal kind of man. Criminality is not part of the doctrine. No matter what the cops or TV show says, if you're prone to criminality, you will do that regardless of a patch or not. You know what? Intelligent right there. Very intelligent, this Professor Blade is in his writings, his communication, all that type of stuff. Just because somebody wears a patch, don't make them a criminal. Again, just because somebody wears a patch doesn't make them a criminal. You have a lot of hard-working people involved in MCs. And you can especially see the nuance in some of these comments that you see on a lot of our posts. Yeah, we have some cop slucks that come in there with their BS all the time. But what's even worse is you have non-cops that try to push that stuff in the comments section as well. If you're a doctor and you're out there selling scripts, well, you're a criminal. That don't mean everybody is. Isn't that what they say when we go after cops all the time? Well, it's only one cop. It's not everybody else. Well, wait a second. You got to put that to everybody then, don't you? And he has put some good links about there are some serious stories about criminal cops. Jackson County, Florida, former Jackson County deputy accused of planting drugs in people's cars has been arrested by the Florida law enforcement. Then another one, FBI investigated tattooed deputy gangs in LA, which, yeah, that story's out there, but yeah, it actually happened. This is more common than incidences of bikers being criminals, especially since when police actually get accused and arrested, it is usually after a long-term blatant abuse that no one can turn a blind eye towards anymore. And basically what he's saying is they string out an investigation to protect their own. They got to do it when it finally comes to the public eye where there's public outrage and then admit it. But boy, are they all over that freaking the club stuff, man. There are men out there whose whole identity is built upon them being a one percenter. Well, what were you before you put on that diamond? Very interesting question. Did you ever change because of the diamond? Because of an image you felt you must maintain? Your divorce is final now. Your house, your job, heck. Maybe even your bike is gone now because you were trying to do one percenter shit. And you do not even know what it is? He's got that right. You do got people out there trying to do one percenter stuff as the general public says it is or defines it. When reality, that's not what it is. It's not what it is at all. Now they're doing life behind bars because they feel like they had to have actions that backed up some kind of, one percenter shit according to the public. One percenter world does not need your help with one percenter shit. The one percenter just needs to stand up loyal men who ride their bikes. Go back and sit down with your network TV show. I'm going to do some one percenter shit right now. And it's take care of my family, Professor Blade. He put it down there square, right in your face, about how one percenters have to take care of their families. They go to work, pay taxes, just like everybody else. And I really love this point about, well, if you were a criminal before joining a club, you're still going to do criminal stuff. That isn't the club's fault. Some are going to argue, yeah, clubs need to do better policing, which I think everybody could agree upon. That way, the bad stuff doesn't happen. But for those that keep, I hear it all the time where people say, well, one percenter clubs need to take care of these new club problem. And I always come back and say, well, why don't you do it then? Why don't you go put your freedom at risk? A lot of the problems that you see are actually caused online and by supporters, super supporters, who just want to be heard and their opinion be acknowledged. And it gets some of this craziness that spreads. But I really loved that post right there. Because you do hear, go look at some of the comments in all these platforms. Go look at it. And you'll see that exact quote. Hell, I think I've seen t-shirts out there with it. But it's usually not one percenters that wear them t-shirts. It's you bonehead meatballs that have nothing to do with clubs that go out and purchase that kind of stuff. It's not about what the TV and the cops portray. It's not about what that moron Steve Cook, who jumps at a camera every time he can when something bad goes down, says. The dude's no expert. Go look at his casework. He has no reason to call himself an expert. But he'll go on and put this out about clubs. And he sits back and rakes it in because he gets to go to police department and act like he's a freaking expert on things. But I really think you should go visit Four for the Road. That was a great article right there. And it sums it up in basically a few paragraphs. Stop with your idiot way of thinking. Just stop. And it's not cool to say it. Because look at yourself in the mirror. If you're going to go on one of the platforms and comment why 1%er clubs ain't taking care of business, then you go do it. If you got the balls, you go do it. But it's easy to say that stuff and act cool when it's not you doing it. Anyway, we're going to go to the second half of the show right now with China Doll. Don't forget, the Madhouse Morning Show has its own YouTube channel. I had to take some time, get it worked out and stuff, but go over there, subscribe and all that stuff, and you to see the second half of the show live, Monday through Friday at 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. Rock on.
Subscribe to China Doll's Viper Pit to get your dose of the world according to China Doll. Real and honest opinions on what's happening in the world today. Join the Queen Viper and take a walk on the wild side of life on China Doll's Viper Pit on YouTube today. Get your wake and bake going and settle in Monday through Friday at 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time for a blast from the past with some good old Shock Jock Radio. Join Hollywood and China Doll on YouTube and Spotify for the Madhouse Morning Show. You won't be disappointed, and if you are, that sounds like you a problem, Cupcake. Join the Insane Throttle Members Only Club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content Monday through Friday at 9:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong.